your name?
My name is Leah James.
How old are you?
I am 26 years old.
And where are you from?
I am from Trenton, New Jersey.
If Leah were the perfect woman, what would she be like?
If Leah were the perfect woman, she would live without fear of the future. She would live like her relationships weren't going to end, and she would trust God with her calling and her purpose completely.
What's the biggest struggle in becoming that perfect woman you're speaking about?
The biggest struggle is getting over what I've been through as a child that has caused me to be fearful of the future. When I was 13 years old, my mother died, and it was the scariest, most hard thing that I've ever been through. The day she died, I remember driving home from the hospital after seeing her. She just had a massive heart attack. And I kept telling my sister over and over again, I'm afraid. And she was like, of what? And I was like, I don't know, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. And I remember being so afraid. When you lose that pillar in your life, when you lose the strongest woman you've ever known, who you watched hold your family together just disappear, it shakes your whole entire world as a child. I didn't know what was going to happen of my life. I had no idea who to turn to now. She was the only person I talked to or confided in. It was horrifying. And then I ended up moving out to New Jersey from Chicago, and 3 years later, I suffered from a brain aneurysm that ruptured, causing a severe hemorrhagic stroke. And I lost my short-term memory for 3 years. These are two things that people could never even imagine losing: your mother and then your memory. And I lost both within the span of 3 years. And when you have these things that are such a significant part of your existence be ripped away from you, it's hard to trust that other things in your life won't get ripped away too. And by losing my short-term memory, I fought really, really hard to get to where I am today, but just knowing that the impossible can be possible in a negative way as well as a positive way, it has shaken my trust for the future, and sometimes I just wish that that wasn't the case.
Why do you feel like the struggle is all worth it?
The struggle is definitely all worth it because from losing my mother and from losing my memory mostly, I have become a full-time public speaker and poet who memorizes all of her poetry. I decided that I wasn't going to let my life turn into nothing. I wasn't going to let tragedy destroy me, and I just knew that God would be there through it all, and He has proven Himself to be faithful. So when I speak, whether it's about losing my mother or surviving my stroke, just seeing the looks on people's faces when they hear the story of the impossible happening, it makes it worth it. It makes me want to keep speaking. It makes me want to keep pressing, because if I could overcome losing my memory, if I could still be a strong woman losing my mother at a young age, I know that someone else can too. And sometimes all you need to hear is that I've overcome, I've made it. Yes, I'm a little fearful of the future, but I know I won't always be.
Well, we believe that you are blessed. And here at Love Carter, we wanted to just gift to you a necklace that exemplifies exactly who you are.
Yay!
And what exactly shines through you. We thank
I
you
love
so
it.
much. And we just encourage you to stay inspired through your journey.
Thank you.